It only took 1 second, a normal day, a simple ride back home, and suddenly, she was between life and death. She says she left her body, felt a peace she had never known before, and then she crossed into something she can't fully explain. But she came back, and what stayed with her wasn't just what she saw. It was a question she heard, one that changed the course of her life. This is the near-death experience of Alice, a 35-year-old woman from Brazil, and she came back with something to share.
She used to take her 11-year-old son to school every single day. That morning didn't seem any different from the others. But inside, she was struggling. She felt lost, unmotivated, like nothing in her life really had meaning anymore. She dropped her son off at the school gate, gave him a kiss goodbye, and watched him walk inside like she always did. Then she got back on her motorcycle and started heading home. She was riding calmly down the road, fully aware of her surroundings. She had the right of way. But suddenly, without warning, a car pulled out right in front of her. There was no time to react. And after that, she remembers nothing about the impact. No sound of the crash. No feeling of hitting the ground. It was as if she had simply disappeared from that moment. The next thing she became aware of wasn't pain. In fact, it was the complete opposite. She felt an overwhelming sense of peace, a calm so deep that it's hard to describe. Her body no longer felt heavy or tense. It was as if she didn't have a body at all. She felt light, almost like she was floating, being gently carried by something she couldn't see. In front of her, there was a light. It was bright, but not in a way that hurt her eyes. It felt warm, welcoming, safe. And without any effort, she felt herself moving toward it. At first, there was no fear, only a deep sense of peace and acceptance. But then, a thought suddenly crossed her mind. Am I dying? And in that exact moment, everything changed. That peaceful feeling gave way to a wave of panic. She suddenly remembered her son. I can't go. I just left him at school. I need to go back. I have to go back. The calm was gone. Now there was urgency, desperation. That's when she heard a voice. It didn't come from a person, and it didn't seem to come from any direction. It was simply there, clear, present. She describes it as a divine voice, and it asked her something she didn't expect. Alice, what has been your contribution to humanity? What good have you done? She didn't know how to respond. Nothing came to her mind that felt true or meaningful. All she could think about was her son waiting for her. But the voice asked again, the same question. And suddenly, everything around her began to shift. She felt as if she was being pulled backward, faster than anything she had ever experienced. It was like moving through time itself, in reverse. Until she reached a moment she couldn't explain. It felt like the very beginning of her life, as if she had returned to the womb. From there, her entire life unfolded in front of her. Not slowly, but all at once. She saw moments from her childhood, memories she hadn't thought about in years. But she wasn't just watching those moments. She was feeling them again. Every emotion, every detail. As if it was happening all over again. And then something even more powerful happened. She began to feel the lives of other people, especially those who had hurt her. She could feel their pain, their struggles, their wounds, as if they were her own. And for the first time, she truly understood something. People who hurt others are often carrying pain themselves. Then came another question. Who are you? It sounded simple, but she says it was one of the hardest questions she had ever faced, because she could see every moment she had gone against herself. Every time she ignored her own truth, her dreams, her desires, trying to live according to what others expected of her. And in that moment, she understood something deeply uncomfortable. A part of her had quietly given up on life. But then, one feeling stood above everything else: her love for her son. She believes that love is what brought her back. She calls it God, and says she was given another chance because of it. When she woke up, she was lying on the road, back in her body. The pain came all at once. In her knees, her back. And she later discovered she had broken 2 ribs. Even in pain, she felt something else: relief. She was alive. And in that moment, she heard the voice one last time.
Breathe. Life.
She doesn't know how long she was unconscious. But where she was, time didn't exist. She relived 30 years of her life, without feeling time pass at all. Today, she's completely healthy. No physical consequences from the accident. But internally, everything changed. She says she came back with a purpose: to share what she experienced, and to remind others of what truly matters.
I really love the story. It's based on a real experience. And it makes you wonder, if you could step outside your life and see it clearly, what would you change? What are you still postponing that your life is quietly asking you to face? Sometimes, it takes something extreme to make us realize what really matters. But maybe you don't have to wait for that. If this story made you reflect in any way, take a moment to sit with it. And if you want to hear more real experiences like this, you can subscribe to the channel. There are many stories that might make you see life differently. And if this one touched you, just leave a like. It helps more people find these stories too. And I'd really like to hear from you. What is something you know you should change, but keep postponing? Leave your answer in the comments. I truly enjoy reading every single one.